Hey guys, it's a casual keyboard guy back again with another tutorial. This tutorial is being sponsored by Ryan Hall. Man, I think my favorite subscriber. Man, he's subscribing to since he subscribed to my channel. Man, he's really been blessing me a lot. So I appreciate the donations, brother. And the song he requested was "No Rhyme, No Reason" by the late and great George Duke, an excellent piano player. So let's jump into this. I'm gonna play a little bit of the track and then I'm gonna break it down. Here we go. Messed up a little bit in that last section, but let's break it down. Okay, so this song is pretty much broken down in two different loops. So let's go. So the first one, and they use a lot of the same chords in the loops, so they only change like a couple chords. But here we go. So you're starting off. Turn it up a little bit. So let's start with that. So you got, so the melody kind of does like a D, E to the F. So you got a D, E, and then you hit the D in the bass, you're gonna hit the D minor chord. So you got, okay, that's your first chord. Okay, so I just learned this, guy, so bear with me, but I promise you'll be able to learn it from the breakdown. Here we go. Okay, first chord. So you got D, you got A, you got D, and you got F. D minor. Okay, so D in the bass, A, D, F. So like I said, the melody starts with D, E chord. Okay, second chord is going to be an A minor 7. So you got A in the bass, you got G, C, E, G. Okay, second chord, A in the bass, G, C, E, G. Okay, so the next chord is going to be, this is like a B major 9. So you got a B flat major 9, you got B flat in the bass, you got an A, D, F, and then A again. Okay, B flat in the bass, A, D, F, A. All right, so far we got, okay, then you got another little melody. So you got D, C, D, and when you hit that D, you're gonna play this chord, G minor 7. So that's gonna be a G, a minor 7 with a G in the bass, a F, a B flat, and a D. Okay, G minor 7, G in the bass, F, B flat, and a D. All right, and the melody is D, C, D. Hit that chord, and then you're gonna play the same right hand chord, do the same melody, but land on an E flat. Okay, so all right, so far. Sharp 5 sharp 9. So you got E in the bass, you got A flat, C, D, and G. Okay, So E in the bass, A flat, C, D, E. Okay, and then you do that same. Well, you start the pattern over. So you got. There again. So you could do, or you could just do. So you could do the melody or do the chord. Is your pick. So you start it over. So you do the same D minor chord, the same A minor 7 chord, but the second time you go to a G minor chord. Okay. So the second time you go to the G minor chord, which is going to be, I kind of showed you this chord, but it's cool. I'll give it to you again. You got G, F, B flat, D, and then you got an F on top. Okay. So, well, let me give you a different chord. It sounds a little bit better. I'll do you this chord. This is a little nicer chord. It's a little harder to play, but I'll show you two different ways. So you either play it with the G, B flat, D, F, A, which is all 5 fingers, or you could just take the G out and just play it up here. So instead of you playing the G, you can just play the B flat, D, F, and A. Okay, so either this way, or if you want to get that nice dissonant sound. I think this is the chord they play in the record. You can do it like this. Okay, so either the A, B flat, D, F, A, or no A, like that. All right. So let me show you again. So from the top. Okay. Okay, that's where we at right now. And then they got this nice chord. Alright, so this is like a E minor 9, but it's like really clustered. So it's like really close. So you got an E in the bass, then you got an F sharp, or sorry, I'm using flats. You got a G flat, you got a G, and you got a A, and you got a D. So with an E in the bass. So man, it's a nice chord. I mean, you could add the B too. You could actually play G flat, G, A, B, and D if you want to be real fancy, which would be like, it's a pretty chord. So you know, like either way, like you could do. But you definitely want to have that G flat in there to give you that really dissonance. So like I said, you could do the G flat and then do G, B, G, A, B, and D. So as long as you got the G flat, and the G and the A, you pretty much got the chord. So the D and the B flat is kind of added. You know, so like I said, just mess around with the sound, but basically like these are all the notes that you can put in that chord, and you can kind of take, like I said, you could take I guess, let me see. So you could take the B out and just add the D, and that'd be cool, or you could add the B too. So any way you want to do it, but it's just a nice chord, cluster chord. But if you got fat fingers like me, your hands get stuck going in between the blacks. But anyway, so blah, 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 where I'm at. So alright, so this just sound like, okay. And then the next chord is gonna be, which is a C13. So you got C in the bass, then you got B flat, D, F, and A. Okay, C in the bass, B flat, D, F, A. All right, and then you go from this chord to this C sharp or D flat diminished. So you got D flat, you got B flat, D flat, E, and then you start the loop over again. So start it over again, and then you okay, do this part again. And then they end, the last time they do the loop, they end on this chord, which is like an A sharp 5 sharp 9. So you got A in the bass, you got G, C, D flat, and then F. Okay? So A, G, C, a D flat, and a F. Alright. And from this chord, they do they go to this chord, which is a C in the bass with a C over D minor 7. So you got it's like I guess almost like a D minor 11, I guess, almost. So you got no, that's not the chord. I forget the name of this chord, but I'm gonna show it to you. You got C, and you got it's like a C13, so some type of form of a 13. So you got a C in the bass, you got a D, a F, a A, and a C. Okay, so C in the bass, D, F, A, C. And the melody is going to go, so it's the top of that chord. So, and I'm gonna show you the next chord. Okay, so when you hit that chord, then you're gonna land on this chord, which is the same D flat, the D flat diminished chord I gave you, but they just playing it like with just 3 notes this time. So instead of playing it from the B flat, you starting it on the D flat, and just doing the E and G. Okay. So I'm gonna play the whole loop how it's supposed to go, real slow. So you got. That's both loops. And the only other thing they do different on this song is at the end, when he kind of playing like a little piano solo by itself, on the second loop he does something a little different. So on the second loop, so I'm gonna play through it like how he plays through with the end of the record. So it's the same thing for the most part, just like the last chord he kind of changes. So I'm sorry, my bad. What is it? There we go. Let me start over. This chord right here. So remember, so the last time I'm sorry, he hits this chord, and then he goes to this chord. Okay, so the first chord, he does this G over this D minor, which is a G minor 11. Real pretty chord. So you got G in the bass, you got a D, you got an F, you got an A, and you got a C. So G in the bass, D, F, A, C. Remember, this is only at the end of the song he adds this in there, and it's really pretty. Goes from this chord to this E flat. It's like a suspended E flat chord, major chord. So you got E flat, you got G, you got B flat, you got D, and then you got G again on top. So G, C, D, and then G on top. And then he does this little gospel movement that goes up to that D flat. And then he ends with the something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna play that just that little ending part. So you got so that last chord is going to be it's like a D minor, but he just adds like the 2. So A, that same D minor chord you learned in the beginning, but then you just add in the E, and he just runs it up, something like that. But so let me show you the loop one more time, and then I'm gonna play the loop like the end of the song, okay? Sustain pedal broke. Come on, sustain pedal. Sorry, guys. There we go. I don't know why this thing acting up on me. There we go. Okay. So that's the first loop, and then the end loop is going to be. This sustain pedal is really giving me problems. Why are you doing this in the middle of my video? Okay. Okay, so the last one is going to be same pedal, come on. Go. All right. Sorry about the sustain pedal. That thing acting crazy. I gotta get my other one. But basically that's the entire song. So I'm gonna play. Let me see if I can play to the end. To the end part. Let's take it from the top. I'm gonna try to show you the ending part. Alright, so now I'm going to go to the ending and play that last change. was nice. So alright guys, hope you enjoyed that tutorial. It's a little bit long, but wanted to kind of give you some of the extra stuff he does, because George Duke is a beast on keys. So definitely want to give him his just due. But hopefully you enjoyed that tutorial, and I played it through a billion times, so you should be able to rewind the tape if you missed something. But for the most part, it's only those 2 different types of loops, and at the end he does a little bit different. But hopefully I explained it good enough and you got it. So happy playing with you guys today. Casual Keyboard Guy, signing off. Peace.